and this is where the Kumite Gi really comes into its own. You want it really lightweight, really breathable. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about the Tokaido Karate Gi we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. I'm going to be talking about all of its features, why you'd want to wear this over other karate gis out there on the market, and at the end, I'm going to put together a short montage of people sparring in Kumite events. Hi, my name's Doug Swift. I've been doing martial arts for the past 34 years and I've been the owner of Enso Martial Arts for the past 17 years. If you like this video, click the little icon down below, subscribe to this channel and get all the latest videos on all of the products we have here for sale at Enso Martial Arts. So let's get into this video and learn all about the Tokaido Karate Gi we have for sale at Enso. So today I have asked my buddy Eric to come in and do a little bit of modelling and show off the Tokaido Karate Gi for you guys. You know, there's no point in me wearing it. I want to kind of wander about and show you the gi and all the rest of it. So I'll get Eric to do the job that he's best at, which is standing there displaying the gi. Outside of the karate world, most people will not have heard of the Tokaido brand. Even people that have been in martial arts for years and years and years, if they haven't studied karate, they probably won't have come across Tokaido, be aware of it at all. Tokaido is one of those brands who is very, very specific to what they do, and they produce karate stuff only and nothing else. Now, we really like those brands at Enso Martial Arts, the brands that really know their thing. They're exceptional, they excel absolutely in that one specific area, and that's the brands we like at Enso Martial Arts, because you know they're producing stuff absolutely top of their game. So Tokaido is one of these brands and we absolutely love it at Enso Martial Arts, and the more brands like that we can find out there that are just the true specialists, really true enthusiasts about their specific sport, that's who we want at Enso Martial Arts, and it's great having Tokaido here. Now, compared to some other martial arts, say like Kung Fu, which has a crazy amount of weapons and clothing and all kinds of stuff, loads of paraphernalia to go with those specific styles, karate's not particularly one of those. Doesn't have a lot of stuff. I mean, even the name Empty Hand really kind of harks to the meaning that there isn't a lot of stuff. You're just fighting with your hands and that's it. So you think just a gi's a gi? Well, not specifically. It splits into two main categories. You have the Kumite gis here for like sparring, and you have also the kata gis for doing your kata. Two different styles of gi, and to be honest, most people that start out will start in some kind of kata gi, the kind of thicker cotton, heavier grade. You know, the beginner ones will be a thinner lightweight cotton, about 8 ounce, and then maybe you'll go up to the heavier grades, maybe kind of 11, 12 ounce heavyweight gis, and they've got a really nice snap to them, feel really comfortable and nice. The problem with them is you can get pretty hot in them. Now, for kata it's fine, just a kind of minute blast in kata in a competition. It snaps really well, looks really crisp and clean, that's great for kata, but that is not good for sparring. If you're competing all day and you're going through round after round after round, and even you're competing in different kind of categories within the same competition, maybe an open class, your own weight, grade, whatever, you're gonna get into all kinds of problems in a really hot heavy gi, and this is where the Kumite Gi really comes into its own. You want it really lightweight, really breathable, and that's what you're looking for in a Kumite Gi, and we think at Enso Tokaido have absolutely nailed it. Now, Tokaido do have a few different sort of like a range of Kumite Gis, as it were, and this one is the Kumite Master. So if you want to know which specific one it is exactly, and all the details there on the website in the description, so you go check that out. This is the Kumite Master Gi that Tokaido produce. So what are all these features of this amazing gi? Well, the first thing to note is most people starting off with like a 7 ounce kind of cotton polycotton gi. This gi is 3.5 ounce, so it's half the weight of a standard lightweight karate gi. So incredibly lightweight, incredibly thin. Obviously you haven't got any weight on you when you're training, but you've also got, you know, no restrictions in terms of movement or whatever. It doesn't really feel like you're wearing anything at all, very, very thin. Now, you could argue one of the downsides of this is that you can feel a bit naked. It's so thin that it doesn't feel like you're wearing anything at all, but Tokaido have managed that managed to deal with that kind of issue that when you sweat it doesn't go see-through. So the material is incredibly thin, but it keeps its like opaque white colour even when it's wet. So you're not standing there completely naked with this thing stuck to you like soaking wet. It doesn't have that properties at all. It stays nice and white, which is a really good feature. Also, on the kind of sweating issue, obviously if you're competing all day in lots of different categories and you're one of those people that does happen to sweat a lot, this is 100% polyester, so it pulls the sweat off you, so it helps you cool down, which is good, but it also dries very, very quickly. It doesn't really hold water, so it wicks the sweat off you, which helps you cool down, and it also gets the sweat away from it really well, which is, yeah, brilliant feature, especially for those training in competition. Now, people kind of sneer at polyester a bit. They don't like it. People really like the idea of 100% cotton gis. You know, in the kind of 70s, 80s, when karate was really starting to boom, 100% cotton gis were the absolute standard. Nowadays, you know, most gis out there are going to have some kind of polyester in them to a point, but the new modern gis, especially the ones for sparring, nowadays they're all polyester, and the material works much better for this specific feature. Like I said, it gets the sweat off you, cools you down, it's really lightweight, it's really strong, it's a much better material for competition. Now for kata it's a separate thing. I agree, like 100% cotton gis are absolutely brilliant for kata, but for competition, sparring, you want polyester. Now, still on the kind of sweating theme, as it were, Tokaido have developed this, you could call it a technology or this shape of material that I've never seen before, and it's got this kind of diamond look. I don't know if it will come up on the camera, hopefully it will, and it's got like a diamond crisscross pattern all across it. Now this they say helps it to stop sticking to your skin when you are sweaty. So I'm not sure how that works exactly, but it does have a very silky smooth feel, but maybe there's less surface area of the material actually touching you compared to say the flat sort of canvas gis that have got more sort of surface area. This, in a way, there's less of the material touching you because it's all bobbly, so I assume that stops it sticking to you, but Tokaido advertise that as a feature, that these gis will stick to you less than a lot of the other competitors' gis out there. So yeah, really good feature to have, and I assume it works. Now, one thing that's worth chatting about is the cut of the gi. In karate, people are really hot on the cuts they get. Like in the kata gis, we do sell a European and a Japanese cut gi, and some people love the Japanese cut. Some people find it a bit too much, a bit too far up their arms, but this Kumite gi is an absolute regular fit. Now, it has to abide by certain rules and regulations because it is WKF approved, which is brilliant because it means you can use it in any WKF competition across the world, which is brilliant. But it does have a fairly, like a regular fit, or I'd call it a European cut, European fit. So relatively longer on the arms, longer on the legs. You know, it's still quite a long body, as you can see on here, fairly far down on Eric's body. But you know, for competition, it's not, I would say it's the kind of traditional look doesn't matter so much. Maybe in kata, you know, it's much more about having that look and that feel. In competition, really it's about winning, so it's about being comfortable and having the best fitting gi. So the regular cut, I think for competition, is a much better way to go. So looking at more features of the gi, it's got a pretty lightweight lapel. You know, usually it's a feature of a nice thick lapel, especially on the judo BJJ gis, but this is almost the opposite, really nice and thin. You can see how thin it is there. But still nice, a lot of rows of stitching. You've kind of got 6-7 rows of stitching along the bottom of the gi. Nice reinforcements on the split of the gi, and a really high split, so there's absolutely no restrictions in kicking. You can see on the gi here, it's almost like above Eric's waist, so in terms of full hip flexibility, you absolutely get that from this gi. Now it's got a little embroidery logo just on the breast, just there, and on the back of the neck there, but it must be really hard to tell on the camera, but it's incredibly thin material, which, like I said before, is perfect for sparring. Now the trousers are also worth looking at. I think the main feature on these is the really thick, really stretchy elastic waistband on the inside, so the grey is on the inside of the trouser. Again, this is perfect. You can have the trousers up nice and high, you can secure them nice and tight. You also get drawstring on them, so if there's any of those annoying axe kicks or like front kicks that have gone a bit wayward trying to pull your trousers down, there's no chance of you standing there in the middle of the mat with your trousers around your ankles. So really nice, secure fit, as all good martial arts trousers should have. It's got that extra gusset so you can do full splits if you want to without tearing them in half, but you know, that's pretty much standard for all the trousers that we do here at Enso Martial Arts. Loads of stitching on the bottom of the trousers, and actually these trouser bottoms feel relatively like well reinforced, which again is really good if you're doing a lot of sparring. You know, those bottom of the trousers can take a bit of a beating, so it's nice to have them nice reinforced, because it just means that your gi is going to last a lot longer, and you're not having to keep buying them over and over. And that's definitely a benefit of buying a gi of this quality, that it will last you a long time. So, you know, the cheaper gis, you're just going to keep ploughing through them and wearing them out, whereas a gi like this will last you a long time. So in a way, you kind of save money by buying better quality stuff. So that's kind of all there is to say on the Kumite gi. It's absolutely packed full of features, loads and loads in there, packed into one gi, very specific to a particular niche of karate, like just the sparring. But if that's what you're doing, then this is definitely the gi for you, and it's well worth investing in. Now, it's worth pointing out, if you haven't heard of us before, that we've got loads and loads of stuff here at Enso Martial Arts. Loads of stuff for karate and other martial arts, so as well as the Kumite gis, we also do a whole range of karate gis, including European and Japanese cut gis. We do the WKF sparring gloves in red, white and blue. And for those of you still training it old school but like a little bit of padding, we do the elasticated mitts in a full range of hands, feet, forearms, shins, elbows, knees and groin guards. Really good selection of quality gum shields. Loads of clear ones, because I know most of you karate guys will like the clear ones, but for those who want to just change it up a bit, we've got some really good designs, including these viper teeth. Now, I know not many of you will be doing weapons, but you know, bow staff can slip into a lot of karate clubs. You know, it's still pretty traditional. I myself have done some karate bow staff forms in the past, but I think we have one of the best selections of bow staffs in the country, and we do these quality 32mm red oak bow staffs, definitely worth checking out. So as promised at the beginning of the video, here's a short montage of people sparring in Kumite competitions. Thanks very much for watching. I hope it was useful. I hope you learned loads about the Tokaido Karate Gi we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, click the little icon down below, subscribe to this channel and get all the latest videos on all of the products we have here for sale at Enso Martial Arts. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Cheers!